The past few weeks, my McFarlane pickups were absolutely on fire. Figures that exceeded expectations, figures that had beautiful cloth wired capes, figures I didn't even know I wanted, and when I got, they were incredible. Well, by McFarlane standard, you know what? Screw that. By what you get for the price standards, I'm going to stand by that. Incredible. I love that frickin' Bane. I don't care how big he is. He's incredible. But the latest crop of figures are what I'm going to call McFarlane's Mixed Bag. I am going to tell you what's good about it, what's bad about it in a really rapid fire. I think I got like 8 figures, maybe 9 figures, or maybe 7. I don't know. It's going to be rapid fire, quick reviews, a lot of figures. Like I said, the highlight, the low light. Next on Toy Games.
Toy Games! Yes! It's you and me, baby! Toy Games! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Games!
Before we get into the first figure, which is the Atom, I have to talk about last video, the controversial Mondo Ghostbusters video. Listen, we can disagree, but we can't call each other names. Because you know why? If we're not face to face, and I don't know what kind of demeanor you were using, or a verbal exchange online can get heated, but heated because you can't tell how an individual is talking to you via messaging. It's very hard to pick up certain nuance. So try to keep the name calling to a minimal. And listen, you could, I always said in this discussion, you could say whatever the F you want. But when you make it kind of personal over toys, that shit's kind of weird. That's all I got to say. Let's move on to the Atom. This is a basic McFarlane figure. It's on that Riddler buck. This is what I would like to call like a basic Marvel legend, like the Tarantula comes to mind. Is he next to me? He is. This is like the Tarantula. Even though the Tarantula has butter, well, I don't know. They're very similar in design, in scope, in simplicity. $22, not a bad price. Comes with the shrunk down version of him. That's what I like. What I don't like is this non-sculpted, cheap looking, just painted on belt. If the Riddler had a sculpted on belt for the same price, why the hell doesn't the Atom here? Is he such a instead of giving me this tiny figure, I'd rather just have more sculpt work on the figure itself. What I do like about the tiny figure is you can save space and have the Atom on your shelf. Let's move on to the next figure. Target exclusive Metallo. Everyone seems to hate this figure. It's kind of lazy. It's on that Lex body, right? And the atomic skull body. Comes a little kryptonite. 3 doors down. Listen, the thing I like about it is the head sculpt. It's creepy. The eyes poking through there and the teeth is very creepy. What I don't get is this. If you just would have used the card image with like the smooth legs that go into like the boots and the different emblem on the chest and the smooth on, if you just would have did that, no one would have hated this. We all know you're going to give us the classic Metallo down the road. We know by this time, we know your tricks, McFarlane. You give the version we don't love, and then a year later, 6 months later, the version we want. I don't hate this figure. It's just a McFarlane Mixed Bag, baby. Oops. Classic Green Arrow. The old Long Bowman, Robin Hood style. First glance, really effing nice. I really like the figure. Everything is new on this guy, I think. Actually, I know. Everything is new. New legs, new boots, new gloves, new shirt. Upon further inspection, I had to put the string on this bow. And listen, I hate those big, thick bow strings, so it's fine that I had to do it my own. There's no yellow on the rest of the strings, which is it's just strange, really. Could have added some more paint on the belt. Can't really turn his head. He doesn't articulate that well because sometimes on these bucks where the cloth is over the figure, he still gives it a crunch. He's done that a few times. Doesn't do it here. This arrow is very limp dicky. This is nice on the back though. Listen, it's only $22. Doesn't come with anything else. No extra hands. I do like the notched arrow hand. I don't hate it. I don't love it though. I wanted to love this figure. This is an important figure to the Justice League, an important figure to the overall scope of your classic DC shelf. Don't hate it. Don't love it. A mixed bag. Mr. Bloom here, a newer villain, I believe. Had to read up on this guy. Creepy, cool, mysterious. I like the way the long arms and the weird fingers. It reminds me of something like out of Resident Evil. Cool, striking looking figure. Like this flower on the head. I don't have a problem with it. What I do have a problem with, I couldn't get him on his own. I had to buy the rookie back here, which doesn't even fit. And the rookie is a large piece of shit. The leg broke on me. It feels cheap. A lot of marbleization going on in the coloring. I think if you paint it and give it some love, maybe. But this set was $70. And that just doesn't feel right. And if I didn't have some goofy Target coupon for rewards to get it for $55, I don't think I would have been really happy about this purchase. I'm still not happy about the purchase. So because there's one good figure and one shit figure, again, mixed bag. This Connor Kent was that $30 price point, and he comes with some options for heads. This one kind of looks like a young Norm Macdonald. He gives you like the angry, hey, you get over here, finger point. I don't. And he gives you this weird, it's kind of useless, but it's unique. It's not a card stand. It's better than that. It's an effort. I was scared, and I thought this bastard had the balls to give himself the same exact body as Connor Kent. The arms, from the bicep to the fist, are a different scale. These are more slender. They are. I matched them up. It's hard to see on camera, but the forearm is more jacked, and the bicep is slightly more beefed up on the Connor Kent, as it should be. Thank the Jesus. Now listen, Connor Kent isn't always jacked. This is a less jacked Connor Kent. And Connor Kent is around 6 feet tall, so he looks a little tall, but I can live with it. I don't dislike it. I think there's been better Connor Kents. There's been far worse Connor Kents. I'm going to stop saying Connor Kent. I am not disappointed entirely, but it's not as good as it could have been. All right? So that's why it's a mixed freaking bag. I got to say it again. It is what it is. This is definitely the worst of the bunch. I don't even know if this is a mixed bag. It's first glance, it doesn't look that bad, but as you start to dive in, it's actually a really bad representation of Sergeant Rock, both the new Sergeant Rock and the old Sergeant Rock. Bane reuse of the legs when it should have been grifter legs. Let me bring in the grifter. I'll show you. Real quick. Grifter legs have more of a military style boot. Grifter legs have the cargo pocket. I might buy another grifter. You swap them legs. You got something a little better from the waist down. What you can't fix, well, you got to buy the gun pack or find a 7-inch scale gun, because he doesn't come with guns. He comes with a knife that's removable, shovel removable, backpack removable, canteen. Not a little nice subtle details. Where it loses everything is that head. It looks like Sinbad and Tony from Legend Series channel had a baby. I love you, Tony. And I'm not saying this guy is jacked and ugly or anything, but combined with Sinbad's hair and complexion, it just doesn't look like fuck anybody. It's weird. Don't like it. Put that helmet on. Keep it real low. You know what I mean? Like mysterious. Sergeant Rock, I don't know, man. Is he this? I guess he's this Jack in later comics. I don't like it. This is my only regret. These are the two worst, and of the two, I think he's more fun. And as always, take care, have fun. Remember, try and be nice. Even if you hate these figures, it's not my fault they suck. So don't fucking call me out. You can talk shit about McFarlane. All right? All right.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!